Did you have a grilled cheese?
Yeah.
Did you love it? Right on. What's your name?
Jakaya.
Jakaya, I'm Tinker. Nice to meet you. Today we're up in Ormond Beach and we're gonna slow things down quite a bit. Now normally in my vlogs I'm taking you behind the scenes to meet some kind of professional athlete or some action sport, something or another. But today we're gonna really slow things down. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes in my real life and let you meet somebody really important to me. However, not before we have a grilled cheese. No, I'd get moist though out here in the Florida heat.
I know.
Are you ready?
I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what the heck is going on here.
As I said before, I am in Ormond Beach today with a very special guest, somebody that you don't often see in my circle of things that I do, but she is in fact the most important person in my life. This is my wife, April. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm April, Dave's wife.
She's a little freaked out, I think, about being on camera.
Not freaked out.
What would you call it?
I was nervous before, but I'm not now, so I'm good.
You were super stressing earlier.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good right now.
I decided today I was gonna slow things down just a little bit because in my life I'm often pretty busy. Would you say I'm a busy person?
We both are, yeah.
We're both very busy people. And the part of my life that you normally see is skate parks and action sports, athletes, and all kinds of just maybe nonsense, I don't know. But that's what I've devoted my life to. I've devoted my life to you guys in the action sports community. It's what I feel God called me to. And so I pretty much pour myself out there to the extent sometimes that my better half calls me in to check. There's been times when you've had to call me in to check and say, hey, come home. Come be a husband.
Come be a husband.
And it's, you know what, we can let our lives be so busy doing so many different things that we forget about the things that are important to us. You know, I can involve myself so much in my activity and let my activity be who I am versus being a husband or being a dad or whatever, right? So we've been married 27 years.
Mm-hmm. Just celebrated.
That's right. So we've been married 27 years, and we did just celebrate that in July. It's pretty awesome. This is the first year we didn't really do anything big for our anniversary.
No, we didn't.
No. We just kind of chilled out. But you're in school. Tell them what you're studying.
I am getting my bachelor's degree, psychology, crisis counseling, and I'm finishing my last year up, and then next year I'm going to get my master's in clinical social work. So my life is school right now.
That's pretty cool, and that's, you know, if you're a mom and you're watching this, I mean, obviously there's a lot of action sports kids and kids that do scootering, skateboarding, whatever, they're watching this, but hopefully these videos are reaching parents as well. That's really my goal. You know, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you have bigger dreams for your life, you've always had bigger dreams for your life.
I have.
But we made a decision when we had kids that you were going to be a stay-at-home mom. And for the most part of our kids' lives, our kids are grown at this point, but for the most part, you have been a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, I worked part-time, but always pretty much just devoted my time for my kids.
Right.
And now I decided it was time for me to do what I wanted.
And I think that's pretty rad that you're doing that. We want to have a little fun with this today. This is Backstage, right? Going backstage with me into the lives of other people, but I thought it might be kind of cool if you went backstage into my life or into our lives. For the most part, we lead very exciting lives in our private life. No, we don't. Tell them about our private life.
Our private life is pretty boring. So
it's extremely...
Dave makes it sound exciting, but it's pretty boring. I do school all day long, and Dave works all day long at our house.
It's part of the reason why I will not daily vlog. I mean, it would be me sitting at the computer at 9 o'clock. It'd be me sitting at the computer at noon, at 9 p.m. That's pretty much my life. If I'm not out doing something, I'm at home.
In his PJs.
I never get out of my pajamas. Although it's not really pajamas, it's active wear. It's comfortable active wear. Wouldn't you say?
That's a stretch. That's a stretch, but
it is.
It's stretchies. Stretchies.
Stretchies. I know with this physique, it's hard to hide all of this awesomeness, but stretchy helps. It keeps us focused on our. It keeps us focused on what we need to do during the day because.
Sidetracked.
So we don't get sidetracked, right?
Because we are at home together.
That's right. That's right. That we
could be very distracting.
Could be extremely distracting. All this hotness here.
Let's keep it family. This is PG.
This is PG. We're not even going PG-13. Where are you going to school?
Liberty University.
Why did you decide on Liberty University?
That's a good question. I was looking at a bunch of different schools, and I kept getting advertisements for Liberty, and I saw that they had their admissions were a good price, and it was a Christian college, and I wanted a Christian perspective on counseling,
especially in the psychology space, right?
Right. So I think I wanted a little bit of the Christian perspective. Honestly, I didn't do a lot of research, which I kind of wish I would have done a little bit more research.
But you are doing that now, and you're thinking about going to your master's.
Right. So, doing a little bit more research than what I did and should have done for my bachelor's, but that's fine.
So, what are 3 funny things that you could share about me that they probably don't know?
That you're not as extreme as you make yourself out to be. Like you say I'm extreme sports, but you're not extreme sports. You like to...
I am extreme sports.
You like to see that part of extreme sports, but you don't do anything extreme. So there's no... You are an extreme personality, like you are black and white extreme. So
I am an extremist.
You are an extremist when... everything's black or white. So yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. And I kind of told you guys about that last week, right? If you watched my vlog last week, you can click the little card up there and you can check that out with Anthony Pitty. I watch these competitions. I host competitions, skateboarding, scootering, whatever. I don't know the tricks. I would be lame if I told you that I knew all the tricks, but you guys do that stuff so fast, I can't keep up with it anyway. All right, what's two more things?
Well, you do one, because I got to think. I'm not sure. You do one about me.
Okay, so something about you is you do not appreciate mouth noise.
No.
So like crunching chips, or
ice.
Or crunching ice. She hates it when somebody's crunching ice. Or if you have TMJ or something and your jaw's popping when you're chewing.
You probably don't want to eat with me.
Yeah, so that's definitely a weird thing. She does not like that.
So Dave is really afraid of spiders. He is really bad afraid of spiders, even little teeny tiny ones. So Dave will act like a little girl.
They freak me out bad.
When he's around spiders. But
Raymond, do not get any ideas, brother.
No. It's kind of like his craziness about being around alligators. It's the same craziness. It
might actually be worse. Spiders might actually be worse than alligators.
But it's the same as mine and cockroaches.
That is true.
So
you go bonkers with a cockroach.
I will not kill a cockroach. You have to kill a cockroach.
And cockroaches don't bother me, but what's interesting, we live in Florida, which is like cockroach central. I don't know if there's another place in the world that has more cockroaches than we do here in Florida.
Yeah, and the palmettos.
They call them palmetto bugs. It's just a
cockroach.
Giant flying cockroach.
Right.
They're disgusting, and they crunch. Oh, so that hits 2 points of yours.
What?
A crunching cockroach.
Oh.
Man, it can't get much worse for you.
That's worse. That's like send me to the loony bin.
Okay, so something about you then. Let me think. What's another thing?
It's hard. We've been married this long and we can't come up with... I mean, you snore really bad. I guess that's...
I do.
If you ever have to stay with Dave in a hotel, bring your earplugs.
I'm actually a gentleman enough that when I travel with somebody, I let them know in advance that I snore like really bad.
Yeah, like the people next door could hear him.
They call the cops.
Yeah, 'cause they think somebody's dying.
Something that you do that makes me crazy, I can address that.
Okay, we'll do it.
Let's
pull it all out.
It's leaving cabinets and drawers open.
I'm working on
and
that.
doors.
I am working on that since you brought that up. Just so you know, sir. I have worked on that really hard.
And you know what?
Have you noticed
I have
that?
noticed that, and I appreciate it.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I'm sorry, baby. So what is something I do other than snoring that drives you crazy?
I don't know. You're pretty perfect, babe.
Wow. Wow, I didn't even solicit that
you didn't
comment.
even see that coming, did you?
I didn't.
You were expecting a long list
I did.
of
I
stuff.
expected you had a list of things
Yeah.
that you were going to take us through.
I think if we were going to be serious, you get very involved in your work and you forget all of the other stuff going on in your life. But we've already addressed that, so I don't want to bring that up again because I would just be like beating a dead horse.
It's true, though. I'm terrible about that. I get so immersed in things. And, you know, I used to think of myself as a multitasker. I am not a multitasker. I am a single tasker all the way. I am maniacally focused on something, whatever that something is. And even if it distracts me from the other something that I was working on prior to that, I still will just maddeningly work it until I'm done with it. I can't stand for something to not be done. So, I don't know. I'll work crazy hours and I'll just continually apply myself to something till I get it done. If you were going to say something encouraging to moms, because kids are growing up in a world today that's far different from when you and I were kids.
Yeah.
And we've got younger parents and probably moms that are our age or maybe a little younger than us, but what would you say to encourage moms?
I think for moms, it's hard to be a mom and work a job. Most moms are working jobs, and I think I would just encourage them not to feel like you have to fit in with what everybody else is doing. Compare yourself, because I think that's easy to do. But then to also try to fulfill your dreams too. I think sometimes we put our dreams on the back burners, and sometimes we have to, but then other times we don't. And I think I would encourage you to push to go for your dreams a little bit, try a little harder. And I think more people do it probably better than I did. But yeah, you don't have to give up on the things that you want.
I just want to encourage you guys as parents, whether you're moms or dads or whatever, right? It's cool that we're parents, and our kids definitely need us, and especially in a society where these kids are growing up in single parent homes, or maybe they're not even with mom and dad, they're with grandparents or whatever. One, we need to focus on our kids. We need to be involved in their lives, and we need to pay attention to what they're doing and who they're surrounding themselves with and the things that they're immersing themselves in. Kids are going to make their own decisions. You know, they're going to do their own things. But as a parent, you have one of the most important jobs on earth, which is being a parent. But there comes a time as well when your kids grow up, just like ours, where it's time for you to start focusing on you. And I know that gets a little weird because, you know, especially if you're a mom and you've been a stay-at-home mom maybe all your life, you don't really know anything other than being a mom. But I want to encourage you guys, whether you're mom or dad or whatever, right? Don't give up on yourself. If you want to go back to school, if you want to get a PhD or you want to get your master's degree, you want to find some professional career or whatever that might look like for you, just like my wife, you know, go for it, man. Don't let anything hold you back. We have so much opportunity here in America. Why not take advantage of those things? So just be encouraged today. I thank you so much for doing this with me. I know that you and I have talked about us doing this more.
We have.
And I applaud you vigorously for doing what you did today. You did really, really well.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I love you guys. God bless. Bye.